What's going on, guys? You already know, this is your boy Juan, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a few tips and tricks to get the most out of your brand new Galaxy S9. Now, there are some settings that are switched off by default to either save battery or save memory. The first thing that I think everyone should do as soon as they get their phone is bump up the resolution on the screen. By default, Samsung has turned this down a notch to conserve battery, so we're gonna go ahead and bump it up to get the most out of this beautiful OLED screen. Now this one is pretty simple. So what you wanna do first is go into the settings menu. Once in the settings menu, you wanna go ahead and click on display. Scroll down until you see screen resolution, and from there you can see that you have three options. The higher the resolution, the more sharp your screen is going to look. The phone does come with a Quad HD OLED display, so you wanna bump it up to get the most out of it. If you're concerned about battery life, then I suggest that maybe you put it halfway through. Okay, so the second thing that I suggest we should mess with is the keyboard. I myself, coming from an iPhone 10, I would sometimes struggle with such a small keyboard. Fortunately for us, on the S9, you are able to tweak and twerk the keyboard to your own liking. We can make it bigger, we could change the layout, and etc. So if you want to go ahead and mess with the keyboard, what you want to do is go again into settings, scroll down until you see general management, click on language and input, hit on-screen keyboard, hit on Samsung keyboard, and finally hit keyboard layout and feedback. Now as you can see here, you'll have a few options, but what we're gonna do right now is mess with the keyboard size and layout. You can hit number keys if you want to show the number keys on your keyboard. You do have a lot of real estate on this screen, so it's pretty nice to have the number keys ready when you want to use them without having to hit a shift key or a second key. You can also turn off alternate characters to have a more sleek, clean feel on the keyboard. Now, as you guys might see on the bottom hand part, you see a blue square. You can make the keyboard bigger by just making the square bigger, or smaller by just pulling down the blue circle. I personally have my keyboard on the medium size. I don't like it too small because then I have trouble typing, and I don't like it too big where it takes up too much of the screen. I think right in the middle is perfect for me, but go ahead and try it out yourself to see which one works best for you. Another thing that I suggest you do right off the bat is set up Samsung Pay. Samsung Pay is the equivalent to Apple Pay or Google Pay, but on your Galaxy S9. This is very handy when you're at the store. You don't necessarily have to always bring out your credit card. You can always just pull out your phone and use it to pay in places like Starbucks, grocery stores, you name it. Now to set up Samsung Pay, what you want to do is pull up your app drawer and look for the Samsung Pay app. Once in the Samsung Pay app, it will prompt you to scan in your card, put in your name, zip code, etc. Once all that is said and done, the app will take you into the main screen of the app, and it'll give you a few more options to add other credit cards, add gift cards, you can add membership cards, you name it. So how do you use Samsung Pay? Once you have set it up, you simply scroll from the bottom of your device and you'll be able to see that your credit card is on file. From there you can pick two types of security before you use your credit card, either facial recognition or the fingerprint sensor. Now since we're talking about security, what you want to do next is set up some kind of biometric to unlock your phone. Luckily for us, Samsung gives us a few options to go ahead and do that. On the Galaxy S9, you could use facial recognition, iris scanning, fingerprint reader, or a PIN or a password. Now they do have a fifth option which is new for Samsung, and they're calling it Intelligent Scan. What it does is that it's using a combination of both the iris scanner and the facial recognition to unlock your phone. This, according to Samsung, is even more secure than the fingerprint reader, and the process of unlocking your phone should be a little bit more smoother. Okay, so to set up the security, once again what you want to do is go into the settings menu, hit on lock screen and security, and from there you'll be able to pick which one you like. So go ahead guys, try them all out and see which one works best for you. Now the next thing that you want to do is go into your app drawer and delete a lot of the bloatware that comes with the phone. A lot of times the phones come preloaded with a ton of apps that you're never going to use. So to free up some memory, you want to go ahead and delete some of those apps. At the same time, it makes your phone a little bit more smoother and your app drawer a little bit more organized. Now, another thing that you can do on the Galaxy S9 is customize the button layout on the navigation bar. The navigation bar is those three buttons that you see at the bottom of the phone that allow you to either go back, hit the home screen, or go through all the apps that you have open. Samsung allows you to change the color or the button layout. So to go ahead and tweak the navigation bar, once again you want to go into the settings menu, hit display, Scroll down till you see navigation bar, and from there you can see that you're able to change the color. You have an option to show and hide the navigation bar, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see button layout. I personally have the back button next to my thumb and the recent apps button on the other side. I feel like the back button is more useful, you use it most often, so it's more convenient to have it close to your thumb without having to reach over and hit back every time. So go ahead guys, mess with the buttons and pick one that best works for you. Okay, now one of my favorite features on the Galaxy S9 and previous models is the always on display. Now the always on display is a feature on the S9 that allows you to see the time, the date, and other information straight from your home screen without having to unlock the phone. The information that you see while the screen is off is actually of each individual pixel turned on without having to turn on the whole screen. I find this feature very useful. I hate having to take my phone out and unlock it to check the time or check my notifications. So with this feature turned on, I'm able to pull my phone out of my pocket, give it a quick glance, and put it right back without having to turn on the screen and waste battery. Okay, now to get into the always on display settings, once again, we simply go into the settings menu, scroll down until you see lock screen and security, and one of the options there is the always on display. Make sure that this feature is turned on, and go ahead and get into the always on display settings. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see three options. You can choose the always on display to show the home button and the clock. Maybe you just want to show the clock information, or you simply just want the home button so you can go into your home screen. From there, we can also adjust the auto brightness, and you can pick what time of day do you want the always on display to show up. But now, if we scroll back up to the top and hit on settings, here you'll be able to choose the layout of your always on display and the lock screen. We have different options here, different graphics, different fonts. You can choose what you want to show on the display, whether it be the date, maybe the date and the time, notifications, etc. So go ahead and scroll through this, guys. Pick one that you like, pick one that works best for you, and I guarantee you that this will definitely be one of the most useful features on the Galaxy S9. Now, another feature that you definitely want to mess with as soon as you get your Galaxy S9 is the wallpapers. The Galaxy S9 comes preloaded with some wallpapers, but you can go ahead and download some of your own. So to get into the wallpaper settings, it's pretty simple. You simply pick a spot on your home screen that's empty, hold it down, and at the bottom hand part, you'll see wallpaper, themes, widgets, home screen settings. For right now, we're just gonna click on the wallpaper, and it will automatically take you into the Samsung wallpaper store, where you can download tons of wallpapers either for free or you have to pay for some of them. But go ahead and scroll through these, guys. This is one of the features that's really a no-brainer. So next, I want to talk about AR emojis. AR emojis are Samsung's answer to the Animojis on the iPhone. The Galaxy S9 simply scans your face and it makes an animated character that's supposed to look like you. Now, I personally tried it out. I'm not too fond of it. The character that I got on my S9 didn't really look like me. I'm a bigger guy. The one that the phone made for me was a little thinner. I couldn't find a hairstyle that matched my style. It was kind of fun to try it out, but I really don't see myself using them much. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, you simply just pull up the Messages app and it will automatically prompt you to create your AR emoji. The phone is going to scan your face and it will automatically make an AR emoji that kind of looks like you. From there, you can pick skin colors, you can pick hairstyles, clothing, etc. It's pretty neat. It's a new thing for Samsung, so I know they definitely need to work on this a little bit more. And lastly but not least, let's talk about Bixby. Bixby is Samsung's personal assistant on your Galaxy S9. Now the Galaxy S9 already comes preloaded with OK Google or Google Now, so you'll get the option to pick between Bixby and OK Google. Now this is the third device that Samsung has implemented Bixby on. And personally, I still think it needs a lot of work. A lot of times in my older devices, Bixby will automatically pop up without me having to call it, or I will accidentally press the Bixby button when I wanted to lower down the volume. To disable the Bixby button, you simply go ahead and press the button. On the top hand part of the phone, you'll see a settings option, and the first thing that you will see is disable the Bixby button. Trust me guys, this will definitely make your life a lot easier. I really hate pressing it accidentally, so I personally disabled it on my phone. Now, it does not disable Bixby completely off your phone. If you guys want to know how to completely disable Bixby, I'm going to be making another video, look out for that one, of how to completely disable Bixby on your Galaxy S9. But for now, we are just going to disable the key so you don't go and press it accidentally. So guys, that's pretty much it. I don't want to bombard you with too much information. I just wanted to quickly show you 10 things that you can do to your Galaxy S9 to make the most out of it. If you enjoyed the video guys, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to write a comment on the section below. I love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think about your Galaxy S9, about Bixby, about AR emojis. And lastly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for past content, future content, unboxings, tech tips, reviews, you name it. But as for now, this has been your boy Juan. I hope I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.